Hi, I'm Fearnley, and this is You Little Ripper, the place where we celebrate all things disability sport. And we've made it here in Paris. Each day we're going to take you behind the scenes of the Paralympic Games. So let's meet the athletes and share their joy. G'day, you little rippers. I'm on my way out to the athletic stadium because I wanted to catch up with some of my Paralympic family. There are huge days for the Australian athletics team over the next couple. When you're making your way out to a venue, getting in a car, it can be a bit of a challenge. The roads are a little slow, but the rail is actually quite good. And then once it drops you off, you've only got about a kilometre that you get to roll along to get to the venue. And you get to be a part of all of this energy that's around us. You'll see people coming everywhere. All of them are headed to watch the athletes. But enough about me. Here's what you need to know about day 6. Gold for James Turner. Jimmy, the legend. He got a gold medal in the 400 metres. Now, one of my favourite things about my last games in Rio was that I got to see a young James Turner compete, and he was so nervous. I remember giving him a hug before he went into the call room and after he got his gold medal, and just whenever he said he was so nervous and he missed family, it was one of the really memorable part of those games was just hanging out with James and getting to see him do his thing. And now to get a gold in the 400 metres, 2 games later, well done, buddy. I'm just so happy that we get another gold and that James gets that moment. And we've also got across at the pool 2 bronze medals, Alex Safi in the 100 metres butterfly and Rachel Watson, friend of the pod, a bronze in the 100 metre freestyle as well. We also had Yen Chen, who's through to the table tennis finals, and we've got Dan Michelle and Jemison Leeson through to the quarters in the pairs. But for today, I wanted to catch up with the amazing Millie Tapper. And you know where I thought I would do this interview? In the middle of all this chaos, in the migration of athletes making their way, and we all get to enjoy the energy as well. And also, I'm gonna think a few crazy sounds, but let's go catch up with Millie. Millie Tapper, welcome to You Little Ripper.
Thanks for having me, Kurt.
I feel like it's welcome back because we have had a yarn. I think we've spoken every year for the last 4 years, a couple of times to talk about your incredible career. 4 Paralympic Games, 3 Olympic Games. How are you feeling about Paris?
Yeah, good. Like I'm all finished now, so I can finally rest, and I feel like my body and my head know it. So I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, I'm very excited to firstly have qualified and even made it over here because I didn't think that was even going to happen. And yeah, and then to come and perform, I was really happy with my performance at the Olympics, and then just falling short in the Paralympic in the quarterfinals, you know, shattering, but at the same time, I'm still very proud to have gotten over here, played, and almost gotten through to the semi.
The 5th set.
Yes.
11. Sport.
Yeah.
It's. I think we said it's unbelievable, and it can also be
the worst. Yeah, is a nicer way of putting it. Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's the beauty and the beast of it, right? And that's kind of what keeps bringing you back. Like, I thought I was going to be finished after Rio, but there's something with sport, right? Like, yeah, it's a pull that kind of keeps bringing you back in, and I've somehow stayed around for an extra 8 more years. And I mean, I still love it, but yeah, it's just, it can be an absolute high and then an absolute devastation at the same time.
We're like the Paralympic mafia. Every time you're out, they pull you back in.
Yeah, exactly.
You honestly thought you were done after Rio?
Yeah. I was pretty shattered after Rio, and didn't go inside a hall for several months, and I thought, yeah, no, that's the end for me, and to put myself through it, because you know that sort of feeling after, you know, falling short, and then it's just a flatness. Like, yeah, it took a while to sort of come back from that, but yeah, somehow right people around you, anything's possible.
So we might see you
No.
if we put more of the right people around you.
Oh yeah, look, there's definitely a few that are pretty keen for me to keep on going, but I you should never say never, but I think it's highly unlikely.
I've booked your LA ticket as we speak. What's fatigued? Like, what is it when you get to the end of a games or a competition? What part of you is the thing that is just spent? Physically, mentally?
My head and my heart, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've been away now for 8 weeks overseas, and just the constant knowing of preparing and basically prepping for that one moment, and everything I do is in preparation for it. So sleeping and eating and talking and energy, and just kind of trying to control all of that for that one moment is just as draining once you're done and you actually let go. I think that's where, I had to have so much fight when I was out there playing. I had to be thinking constantly. So yeah, it's almost a nice feeling now being able to switch off and just, I'm spent. Yeah.
It's that adrenaline rush that you never have to go through again.
Yes, yeah. And like the nerves, the jitters, needing to pump yourself up, like it's absolutely awesome, but it requires just so much of you, I think. And getting to have a break from that, I'm kind of happy about, yeah.
Why did you get into table tennis?
Table tennis was sort of just like a second kind of
backup.
Backup. Yeah,
for Olympics.
Yeah.
For 3 Olympics, 4 Paralympics on the backup.
Yeah, a bit of a backup sport, I played a lot of sport growing up, had a really awesome PE teacher, and did athletics, basketball, netball, a little bit of cricket for a while. But table tennis sort of came just as a lunchtime sport in primary school. Had a go at it, was kind of, pretty bad at it to be honest, but really, really loved playing it, and being a one-hand dominant sport kind of suited me probably perfectly. But
when did you know you were good at it? Like, proper good?
Oh, proper good. When I started beating some of the older guys from my club, I think in Hamilton. But then I travelled to Ballarat, which is like 2 hours away from where I lived, and played a state tournament and won the under-12 girls singles. So like, I think from that moment onwards was sort of for me the point where I was like, I can win, and winning was fun. I really enjoyed that. Maybe I could take it a little bit more seriously.
How did you go with your preparation again? Because you've got that split lives, that you're competing at the Olympics and then a couple of weeks later at the Paralympics. How did you find that, that split experience while you've been over here?
I've absolutely loved it, to be honest. I had a fantastic prep and games at the Olympics, so I definitely left Paris feeling very confident and very happy with how I was playing. I got out for a week to Portugal, where I was able to keep training but also get a little bit of R&R, and then to come back into France, have a staging camp with the Paris squad in prep for here. So I don't think I could have done it any better, and having the Olympics honestly as the warm-up event was really good. To get to experience everything before I needed to again, I was super comfortable, to be honest, second time around. And it's been a long time away, but it's been awesome. Definitely wouldn't change it. Maybe the result if I could, but I wouldn't.
3 points.
Yeah, exactly.
3 points over 5 sets. That's hard to get your head around.
Yeah, and like the first 2 sets as well were all in juice. So that if they had fallen my way again, totally could have changed the result. But I think if sport teaches you anything, it's sportsmanship, and that things don't always go your way, regardless of how hard you train and how much you believe in yourself. But knowing that I have done that, I sleep very well at night.
Did you do the opening ceremony in the Olympics and the Paralympics?
No,
you didn't
neither.
do either?
Nah, neither. The one event you'll know I'll always be at will be the Paralympic closing. So I always find that really exciting, get to chill out with the rest of the team and celebrate everyone's sort of performances at the end. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, opening ceremonies are generally a difficult one for us because we compete
So early.
early on in the program.
Now let's go to the para table tennis team. We've already got a gold medal in Yen Chen and
Yep.
They got gold in the doubles just a
Yep.
few days ago. Who should we be watching out for going forward?
Oh, still so many. Still so many competing. Chen plays in the women's singles finals today. Marlin starts his campaign as well, same with Sam von Eyman. And then Lena will be up in a couple of days' time. And I think all of them are very good medal potentials, if not all to come home with a nice shiny gold. So I think keep your eyes peeled and it will be awesome table tennis. And if you get a chance to get back into the stadium, that also, I think the table tennis has one of the coolest crowds and environments inside the hall.
What does life look like for Millie Tapper when you're not in the 4-year cycle? What's next?
Yeah. To be honest, I haven't had that experience for a very, very long time. So this time going home, I'm looking forward just to hanging out with family, friends, seeing my dog, going for coffees, trying to just take things easy. It's been very full on, particularly the last sort of 8 to 9 months. So I think I want some easier days, not too much inside the hall, get my head refreshed, and then we'll see what the next step will be.
If you could compete at another Paralympic sport, what would it be?
That's a tough one because I'm useless in a wheelchair. I go around in circles. I think gold ball sounds totally scary. I think I would have a broken nose by the end of that. I do love running, so I reckon I would have a crack at some sort of athletic event, just for fun. See what would have a go. Yeah, I reckon in athletics.
What event? Marathon or 100?
I prefer just the quick torture and be over, maybe 100.
The sprint.
Yeah, or maybe a bit of long jump, just try something different. Yeah.
Are you going to be able to get out and watch any other sports while you're here?
Well, you see, usually we have had like a ritual that would always watch the wheelchair rugby because they were always on the last day of comp and they were always playing for a medal. So I've always loved having that, but Paris has kind of threw me off because they're already finished and we're still going. Our table tennis goes in pretty much until the second last day. So yeah, whichever sport's still going on the last day of the games, I'll probably definitely try and get to.
I think there's only going to be Madison de Rosario and Curtis McGrath.
Well, see, they're two very good athletes. I wouldn't mind watching that. Yeah.
Millie, well, if you get out and about, we have a You Little Ripper mascot. His name is Philly Le Chat. And he's shown us around town, but as a thank you, we're going to give you your own tourist guide. Meet Philippe.
Philippe. I love that. Oh, that's awesome. You Little Ripper, thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us, and thank you for everything you've done for Australian sport, Paralympic sport, and table tennis in Australia. You're a bloody amazing ambassador and athlete.
Oh, no, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for all your support. Absolutely awesome. And Felipe and I are super excited.
And thank you for watching this podcast. Please like this on social media, follow You Little Ripper, and tell your friends about what we're doing here. We want to share this with the rest of the world. So please do it while you're there. Rate us nice and high, 5 stars. And until next time, make sure you're looking after yourself. And thanks, Toyota, for supporting this podcast. Oh.